Hey everyone, I'm about to both condemn and defend Jake Paul, so let me get this out of the way. Before a few days ago, I had never heard of this Jake Paul character, but after hearing about this suicide-forced firestorm, I decided to waste my time and check out what he's all about. First off, this guy seems like the most self-absorbed, self-important, condescending, sophomoric, immature little man-child I've ever seen. It's honestly quite sad, and I will pity him on the day when he looks back on his life and realizes how embarrassing the public persona he created actually is. Once it dawns on him that fame is not the be-all, end-all of everything, and that there are far worse fates than not being famous, he will have a long struggle before him. Okay, so that's my criticism of him, but frankly, I have more criticisms of everyone calling for him to be banned from YouTube, or having him being demonetized outright. What he did was very low rent, but that seems to be his modus operandi. And people should stop pretending that there aren't far worse things on the internet, or even the news for that matter. How many news outlets played the video of Daniel Shaver pleading and begging for his life before being shot by a police officer? Do you think that those news outlets didn't receive a pretty penny from the clicks and views they received from showing that footage? You're deluding yourself if you think so. So we should really stop pretending that there aren't some offensive, highly graphic things that occur on a daily basis, especially on the internet. It's just a slippery slope to go down if you're going to take offense from something and then demand that he has to be shut down for it. The real scary part is that YouTube might actually listen and go even further in curbing free speech, as dumb as that speech may be. I can speak for myself that I've had videos flagged by YouTube that did not show anything graphic, nor did I use even any foul language. I was simply talking about Syria, North Korea, the war on drugs, and racism. In fact, I was talking about anti-racist stuff, but just by having some of those terms in my title got me flagged. It's a bad path to go down, and I think ultimately what is happening is this. People have an extreme feeling of dislike for Jake Paul, which is not mysterious to me at all. It was torturous to watch a lot of his videos, let alone his music videos, which were on another level of cringeworthiness. That being said, don't let your dislike for Jake Paul take over the far more important part of society, which is one's own individual liberty to say what they want and act as they'd like, so long as they're not harming another individual. And Jake Paul has never done that as far as I can tell, although admittedly I've only watched probably 0.5% of his content on YouTube. I'm not sure if I could handle any more than that, but I digress. Jake Paul is a joke, but having masses of people call for the stifling of speech is not a joke and should be opposed at every step. Thank you, and that is all.